What's up? Live again, 2 days in a row. Going nuts. Let's get this camera steady again. So yeah guys, ask me whatever you like. What do you want to know? Singing. Ask me whatever. Guitar. Stories. Hit me up. Hit me off. You guys remember that song? My new edition. She's the finest thing I've ever seen. Looking like a natural queen. Da, da, da. So let me take you for a ride, babe, to the other side. We can do just what you like, girl. You get me started as long as Nate. What's up, Nate? Random as hell, but how many dangerous animals does Australia have? Laughing my effing ass off. I don't know, man. Dangerous animals. Spiders, crocodiles, kangaroos, koalas. It's like not dangerous, but they could poke your eye out. Oh no. Spiders and snakes, I guess, that kind of stuff. Well, not where I am, not in Sydney. Well, I don't notice any anyway. You got me shown for whenever so. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Let's spend an hour in the shower, make it nice and wet, ready for your love. Oh, you making moves, and I like it. Ooh, I love that. Any way you want it, girl. Hand me up, baby. Price says, do scales actually help you sing good as well as the song you want to sing? Like, how helpful are scales? Well, scales are just the melody, right? Here's an example. So that song that I was just singing, come on baby, you drive me crazy, hit me off. That's in a scale, right? This is the scale. That's the scale of that song. Now if you practice it's not gonna help you be able to go, come on baby, you. The only way you're gonna get good at, come on baby, you drive me crazy. She's the finest thing I've ever seen. The only way to get good at the actual melody of the song is by practicing the melody. She's the finest thing I've ever seen. And getting every note just right with every word. Now if you're going, no, it's not really practicing. Oh, just spit there. It's not really practicing the song, is it? So I don't see why you would practice with the scale if you can practice with the song. thing that teachers don't know is that all you need to do is slow the song down a lot. Teachers don't get that. Teachers don't use that technique because they're stuck with like the traditional techniques or the popular techniques that are out now. And that's pretty much the main reason. There are artists, there are some people that know that you slow down music and that's how you learn it, but they usually do it with instruments. They don't think to do it with the voice. So that's why scales aren't that helpful. They might help you they do help you train your notes, but they won't help you necessarily sound good at the song you're trying to sing, because the song you're trying to sing, like I showed before, has very specific melodies, specific notes, combinations of notes and lyrics. I hope that answers you, bro. Price, it's a great question, man. Lagar says, I'm Mexican, so my English is not very good looking. No, jokes. Says, my English is not very well. What you saying? I've been a guitarist the last 8 years, but always when I try to sing, my throat get really tired and hurts after a few songs, even singing on low volume. Yeah, you got to build up the stamina. You might be singing wrong. You might be singing higher, like too high for your voice. Your voice can get tired after a few songs because you need to build up like stamina for many songs. You need to make sure the song fits your key, like how high or low it is. It has to fit your natural range where you're currently naturally strong, and yeah, where you're naturally strong. If it doesn't fit your natural range, man, your voice can get very tired very quickly. Like you can sing one song and your voice will get thrashed if it's too high or if it's too low, especially if it's too high. So maybe the key, you got to check the key of the songs, and maybe consider getting a lesson and singing the songs for me and show me, and I'll be able to give you a better idea, man. Good question, man. Lagar says, the last days I found you here and you inspired me, but I got the same problem. Cool, thanks, man. I'm happy you're inspired. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, the same problem, because that's a difficult one to solve. It can be, like I said, stamina, and it can be singing in the wrong key, and maybe you're doing something that I'm not thinking about as well with your throat, with your voice. Does your voice hurt when you talk? Do you ever talk a lot? Do you ever talk for like half an hour? Does your voice hurt when you talk? Laga? Just let me know, man. Yo, Nate, are you still there? What song are you practicing, man? Lagar says, the joke, it's from Mark Anthony. Haha, thanks, man, you're very good. I don't know, is it from Mark Anthony? I don't know, but I dance salsa, and when I'm at the salsa club, there's a song, and always at the end, he goes, sorry, my English is not very good looking. I don't know if it's Mark Anthony, but it might be. You're probably teaching me. Yeah, sometimes it also hurts when I talk. Yeah, okay. If it hurts when you talk, then it's probably a stamina thing, or maybe you're not using your voice right. And how much does it hurt? Like, does it hurt as in it's really, really ripping, or is it just like a light, dull pain? And is the pain there always when you talk and sing, or is it there like half the time? Do you have good days and bad days? Let me know what you think. This could be a lot of things. What are you practicing, Nate? Type for me, bro. What have you been practicing this week? All right. Nate says, actually, I just took a break for like a day, but today I basically did like 30 to 35 minutes of trying to get the runs I already know faster. Awesome, man. Killing it. Yeah, man, take breaks when you need it. 30 minutes, half an hour, that's awesome for getting your runs faster. Are you seeing progress, Nate? When you spend 30 minutes on it, like, do you feel it improve? Like, not drastically improve, but a little bit. And range, cool. Man, I was mad sad the other day because I watched a video of Brandon Rogers. Brandon Rogers, he recently died. So sad. He died in a car accident, and he was the guy that Boyz II Men saw him on Facebook singing on Bended Knee, killing it, and then they invited him to sing with them in the shows. And then he was actually on America's Got Talent, and they released, his family, Brandon's family wanted them to release the footage of him singing on the show, and he done really well. And on the footage they put "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye" at the end of it, and man, I was so sad, man. Such a nice voice. He was like about my age, about 30. It just makes you think about life, like, just goes just like that, can go just like that, and some people live to friggin' 90. So just made me think about it. Yeah, it's good, Nate. Feeling progress. It's great. And Nate says, I was gonna ask, how did that Avion guy shout you out? Man, he left a message on my, what do you call it? He left a comment on my my video where I'm practicing his run. The video's got a thumbnail of saying "first time learning new run," and it had his name in the title, so that's probably how he found it. So yeah, he just left a comment saying "wow!" exclamations, like "nice work," something like that, "keep it up," something like that. And then on Facebook, my friend tagged me, and he was my friend tagged me in the post that Avion done on his personal page, and it was actually sharing my YouTube video that he commented on. And he said something similar, like, "wow, great work, this guy, I love it," that kind of stuff. And I was freaking out. I was like, how cool is this? He's checking me out and he actually likes it. And I looked weird too in that video, like my eyes were bloodshot. I just woken up, my eyes looked weird. I'd only done the beginning of the run, but anyway, it was pretty cool. I really appreciated that he took the time to watch and make a nice comment and share. It's really encouraging. Lagar says, it's not a big pain, but constant. Appears when I talk for more than an hour with a kind of high volume and almost always after I sing. Yeah, that's kind of normal, man. Like, when you use your voice a lot, your voice is going to get tired. It's like if you did push-ups, if you did like 10, 20 sets of push-ups, you're going to get really sore. Your chest is going to hurt. You're probably not even going to be able to lift your arms to do the dishes. You ever got that feeling from working out, if you work out? And if you don't, why don't you work out? So definitely, when you use your voice a lot, yeah, it gets tired. But tell me, answer for me, do you have good days and bad days? Because from my experience, you have some days where you get more tired than others. You know what I mean? And that shows me that you're all right. And if you can talk for an hour, you're all right. People that have problems, like, they can't even talk for a couple minutes, usually. So, and like without it sounding really bad or hurting bad. Yeah, I wonder if he watches it too, Nate. Avion. Maybe. I was checking out his songs today. They're heaps nice. Matthias says, hey man, love the channel. Nice job. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. Made a cool video for you guys today. Actually showing you I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'll upload it in a couple of days. Maybe tomorrow. Of me showing my falsetto progress. Like just showing where I'm at right now and what I'm practicing, the songs I'm practicing. So you can hear kind of what it sounds like, and you can hear, and I got like an effects unit. It's just equalizer and reverb, but you can hear what a voice sounds like with and without it. So yeah, that'd be a cool video coming up. That's that Zaccardi Cortez run that I've been working on. It's a bit fast. Price says, my falsetto is horrible. I don't even know how to practice it. Yeah, it's hard, man. For some people, it's really a hard thing to learn. I have students, I've had students over the years, and I'll tell them to sing in falsetto, and they don't even know how to go into it. They're so confused about it. Yeah, it can be hard for some people. For some people, it comes really natural. So I'm gonna make a falsetto thing in my course. So, oh, by the way, I've changed my courses, so it's all like put into one super course now on my page. So go check it out. It's on rnbsinginglessons.com. I haven't added the falsetto course, but I will add a falsetto course. And like, you don't have to pay anything extra if you buy the course. I'm just going to add it to the course. It's at a pretty reasonable price, so check it out. Matthias says, any singer that's your direct inspiration? Yeah. Craig David was one of my first. Cisco was one of my first. Currently, most often I'm listening to at the moment, oh yeah, sorry, Boyz II Men, one of my massive inspirations. Tank, look, see him at the Real Tank. You can find him at the Real Tank. He's a massive inspiration. So Tank and Wanye, Tank and Boyz II Men, and Wanye from Boyz II Men, they have the most songs to me that I like, because they've got like 10 albums out or something, and every album, nearly every song I love. So the fact that they have so much music that I love, and it's all to a very high standard, I tend to listen to them a lot just because they have a couple hundred songs to listen to. And of course I listen to like all the new music that they make. I love Joe, Justin Guarini. Yeah, I got a lot of inspirations. Go on my website actually, Matthias, and rnbsinginglessons.com, and on the bottom of my website there's a my favorite artists link on the top, and it links down to the bottom, and you can actually see all the artists. I got pictures and the names of all the artists that I like, and I've got a nice picture of them like singing and stuff, and you can go look them up. Go look up their songs, Matthias, and you can see exactly the kind of artists that influenced me. But yeah, my favorite artists that I want to sound like are Wanye Morris from Boyz II Men, Tank, and Craig David. I really like those artists. I try to get my voice to be like them. I like Michael Bublé too. He's a bit different. Lagar says, good and bad days already. Thank you and keep it up. I was saving money to sign up for a couple of lessons. Great, man. Cool. I'll be able to help you more. Help you build that stamina and that kind of stuff. Nate says, I know you watch Carl's channel and you took a lesson with him, and I know you watch Tristan's channel, but have you ever tried taking lessons with Tristan or had a discussion with him about head voice? You know what? I don't know if you watch this, Tristan, but I messaged Tristan on Skype and he didn't get back to me. I actually messaged him. We think alike, Nate. I messaged Tristan about trying to help me with my head voice so we could do a lesson, like proper lesson. I'll pay him and everything. Like I paid Carl as well. But he just didn't get back to me. I don't know if he didn't see it, or maybe I have to email him or try to contact him a different way, but he probably missed it. But yeah, I messaged him on Skype to get some help, because you know I love learning. So Bit of Everything says, what's the difference between singing on pitch and singing in key? Mad question. Okay, singing on key means you're singing the entirely wrong pitch. Okay, pitch just means note. So say for example I sing a popular song. I'll sing that Bruno Mars, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are. So let's say, 'cause girl you're amazing. Now if I'm singing every note correctly, that means I'm on pitch, right? 'Cause you're amazing. That's on pitch. And one pitch would be 'cause, that'd be like the first pitch, right? Now key is when 'cause you're amazing just the way you are. I might be on pitch, but the pitch I'm singing is completely wrong. Does that make sense? So I'm holding the note properly, 'cause it's off key, but it's on pitch. What does key mean? Key, there's like, every song has like 7 notes in a scale that fit, that sound good together. And when you're singing out of key, instead of singing those 7 notes, you're singing one of the other 5 notes that don't fit in that key. So there's 12 notes in music. 7 fit for every song and 5 don't fit. And if you're singing one of those 5 that don't fit, you're on pitch, but you're out of key and you sound really bad. So you have to be on key. You have to sing the notes that match, that are the correct notes first to be in key. And then when you sing those notes correct, you might be slightly off, and that's off pitch. So for example, 'cause you're amazing, zing. I'm just a little bit off. I'm a little bit under or above the pitch. That would be what off pitch is. Amazing. Like a little bit sharp or flat. Sharp means above, flat means below. That's what singing, I'm just gonna move into the sun. That's what singing off pitch is. So you gotta get in key first, which is singing the right pitch, and then get on, what do you call it? So on key first, which is singing the right pitches, and then on pitch next, which is perfecting your pitch so it's really accurate. And that's what I call pitch accuracy. And yeah, so that's the difference. Hope that helps, man. Let me just get settled here. Need my sun, man. Need my vitamin D. Vitamin sunshine. Oh. Yeah, so the first step is singing in key, and the next step is making that singing in key, as in singing all the right pitches. And then the next step is getting those pitches really accurate after you're on pitch, because that's the usual problem. I call it tuning your voice. So pitch accuracy and tuning your voice, because it's like if you ever play an instrument, do you play an instrument? But if you play guitar, you tune the guitar and it can be just a tiny bit off the note, right? And it sounds a bit off, and that's what singing on pitch means. When you're playing the right note, but you're just a little bit off. Does that answer your question? Bit of everything? Ask me a clarification question if you don't understand that. Nate says, or like the mix or head voice, getting it strong and stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. All that kind of stuff, Nate. So I would like to talk to Tristan about it and see if he can help me with that. He hasn't got back to me. I'll try to contact him in a different way. R2 Official Viva says, yeah, I love tanks, maybe I deserve. For me to ask you where the hell you been, for me to say better stop tripping, for you to laugh it off like it ain't nothing. I know it's something, maybe. I love that one. I'm not singing too loud because I'm in the park and there's all people. There's like some people around me. R2 Official says, bit of everything. Good question. I always wondered that. Oh yeah. I hope I answered that. Matthias says, thanks man. R&B for me is also Boyz II Men and Bruno. Cool. That's cool, man. Bruno's like semi R&B. Bruno's more pop. I wouldn't call Bruno. Bruno has R&B elements with pop in it. It's kind of like Backstreet Boys. You wouldn't call them straight up R&B, but they had R&B elements in their music. Like it was slightly soulful, you know, but it's not hard out R&B like Boyz II Men's music is. But yeah, it's R&B-ish. Matthias says, Tristan is right theoretically. I like how he approaches the subjects. Sad he's still going after average vocalists like Justin. Who's Justin? Oh, Justin Bieber. Bieber's good. Why do you think Bieber's average? Bieber actually can do really hard runs, great vibrato, his pitch accuracy is really nice. He's got pretty good range. And I like Justin's voice. Tell me why you don't like his voice. Look him up when he's a kid. He's pretty beast as a kid, man. I mean, even now, it's hard to sing that good, even after I've done a lot of years of practice, let alone him as a kid being that accurate while he's playing guitar as well. So Bieber's actually pretty good, man. He's pretty underrated, I would say. Oh, but then again, he's super rich, so... But a lot of people give him shit about his voice. I'm not sure why. Matthias says, giving that pitch weight is hard. Giving that pitch weight is hard. Most of them sound heavy and belted, hard stuff. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, Nate answered for me. I don't think Justin is an average vocalist at all. Just think he does stupid stuff in his personal life. Don't like all of his music, but the dude can sing. Totally agreed. Oh my god, someone's having a fight over the phone and they're like looking at the ground. It's like full screaming. This park, man, all these crazy people at this park. I call it the homeless park because there's like all homeless tents around. If you can see. weirdos. But it's right near my work, so. Oh damn! I wrecked up my camera position. All right. Next up. Bit of everything. Cool. So you said, so how do I know what key a certain song is in? Good question. You got to learn to find the tonic or the root note. Okay? That's a skill you have to develop. It's not easy. It's not easy. But guess what? It's in my course. Go online and I've got a course on it. Okay? I teach you, it's pitch and key, it's called. And it teaches you how to find the tonic, exactly the question you're asking, the root note / tonic, the key. It's not easy, but do the exercises and they'll build that ability. That's what I did. That's how I built it back 10 years ago. And it's very valuable and it really makes sure that you stay in key. You don't need to learn it. You can learn songs, like in lessons. I can show you how to learn songs. That's an optional skill, but it's very good for songwriters to learn. But generally as a singer, you want to be able to do that. You want to have that skill. Like, I think it's important. So yeah, or you can get lessons and I'll show you how to do it. But I recommend you try with the course first and it'll develop the skill, because it takes a few months, you know. So you can try with the course, develop the skill, and then come to lessons, and if you need to, then you go from there. That's a great question, man. All right, David Boy says, TBF. What's TBF? To be... Justin has gotten less polished over time and has a lot of flexibility relative to other singers, but he sounds a little bit less smooth. I don't know. I didn't really listen to him from the beginning. I liked his recent album, the one that has "What Do You Mean," and like all those songs. That album's pretty tight. I love the production and I love the melodies and stuff. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Don't rush, no pressure. I don't really like the ones you release that much. I like the ones on the album more. What's the one? What's the one? 'Cause that ain't easy. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't forget that I'm human. Don't forget that I'm real. Like, I really like that one. I forgot the words. I got a cover on it on my site, on my YouTube. Lagar says, you dance salsa. Do you also sing salsa or something like that? I'm curious. No, I don't sing salsa. I just dance it. I act like I'm singing when I'm in the club, just when there's like a big note. But yeah, I don't know the words, so I don't know Spanish. So yeah, I don't sing it, unfortunately. The closest I get is singing Ricky Martin songs. I know one Ricky Martin song that's got some Spanish in it. Un, dos, tres, un pasito para adelante, María. Un, dos, tres, un pasito para atrás, huepa. What's the other one I know? Que noche movida intensamente vivida desvelando. I need the lyrics. Muévete mamita que me vuelvo locos. En mi bacherita de la bomba estás. Cosa linda, cosa mona. Sube, sube la pompada. A través de verdad, a través de mal. Yeah, that's like the most Spanish I know. That's it. I just learned that. I really like that song, so I learned it a long time ago. Cody says hello. Hello! With exclamation. Then he says, I am a complete amateur. I have the type of voice that people say I can't sing and some say I can. Will vocal warm-ups make me a better singer? You don't need vocal warm-ups. You just need overall vocal training. You need to pick songs that you really like, and then you need to either buy my course, start with that, go through all the elements in that, and or get lessons, and I'll tell you what you need to be doing. Okay, there's a lot involved. There's a lot involved. Look in my course and it explains all the elements that are involved. That'll give you a touch, an idea about it. You don't need warm-ups. You need ways to train the skills. Okay? Warm-up is just making your voice feel warm. You don't need a specific exercise. Talking warms your voice up. yeah, so look on my site and there's a description of all the singing elements that I teach in my course. And then you can either choose to get the course or do lessons. And either way, you're going to learn and be a better singer, okay? Lessons is the best way, of course. Getting lessons one-on-one, you can learn the most. Lessons in combination with the courses is the best way. Matthias says, great voice, but the early performances for his tour sounded really bad. Oh, okay. Most of the belts he does in the studio are reduced or changed in live performances. Good voice, but he doesn't have versatility. But what do you mean by versatility, Matthias? Like, that's a really open-ended word. If he can do runs, he can do vibrato, he can go high, he can go low, he can do falsetto, he can break into falsetto and keep it blended nicely. I would say that's pretty versatile. There's no more skills left. If you're saying sometimes he can't hit high notes and kill it every time live, show me an artist that can. My favorite artist, Wanya Morris, for example, sometimes he doesn't hit his high notes well. Sometimes they're flat. To me, he's one of the greatest singers in the world. He can hit high C's and hold them amazing, and some days he can't. So, and all the artists that I tend to watch, tend to like, when I watch their live performances and I see them croak and make bad mistakes sometimes, and then I watch them other times and they're like a god. So, you know, performance, you need to watch a lot of performances and look for the good and the bad. Yeah. Official Vivo says, how can we find local karaoke nights around us? Do most bars have them? I stay in a small town, so it ain't much around unless you travel somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, like I used to drive 45 minutes to get to karaoke, and I did it every week for like 10 years. So I made a big effort to go. I don't know how far you are, but it was really important for me, and I made a lot of friends and I met a lot of incredible singers. So it's up to you what you're willing to do, really. Like recently, I haven't been driving far out for karaoke because it's like the timing of it is not right for me, and I've just been doing different activities lately. But yeah, I did it for 10 years. Yeah, I've only slowed down in the last year or so, and it's mainly because I've been working on my voice a lot more and doing this teaching stuff, making teaching videos and making my courses and teaching students online. So I sort of changed what I was doing a bit. Maybe look online, I guess. Online, some people have Facebook groups that share all the stuff that's going on. Maybe you can find some Facebook groups. Matthias says, guess 2 years of touring can really mess you up. I don't know, I haven't watched him like over time, so I can't really comment on how he's going. Price says, I personally kind of favor Chris Brown's way of singing, just because to me it's different, but one day I'd love to be a lot better than him with singing that is low. A lot better. Oh yeah, I didn't mention Chris Brown. Chris Brown is amazing. He can do vibrato, he's extremely creative with very fast runs. He doesn't do much falsetto, so I don't know how he is with falsetto. I'm guessing it's not his strong point, but he can go very high in his chest voice. Very high, like, I need you, boo, gotta see you, boo, and the hearts all over the world tonight, all over the world tonight, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah. All right, I just want to sing a little bit. Good luck if you think you're gonna get better than Chris Brown, because he's one of the best. I don't think you can get better than Chris Brown. If you can, tell me what you're gonna do better than he can do, because to me he's like incredible. Matthias says, work hard and you got a price. Good man, work hard, but you're not gonna get better than Chris Brown. Maybe you get as good, maybe, but you're not gonna get better. Price says, do you believe anyone should pay about $500 for a lesson with Seth Riggs? Is that how much his lessons cost? I looked on his site actually out of interest recently, last month or something, to see how much it costs, but I couldn't see a price. No, I saw him teaching a few times from Tristan's videos, and I actually looked Seth Riggs up a few times. He's useless to me. Like, I don't see what he has that's valuable. It's just a bunch of exercises and scales and whatever. And to me, I couldn't even find a thing of him singing. I tried to find something of him just singing, like singing a whole song start to finish. I couldn't find it. So he can do vibrato, but you should have seen. I watched this interview with him for half an hour, and how he said to teach vibrato, and it was the biggest joke. And he bagged out the right way to teach vibrato, which is the way that I've taught so many people vibrato and taught myself vibrato, and he bagged it out like it's rubbish. I don't know what value he adds, so no, definitely not $500. I wouldn't spend $1 for a lesson with him, because I don't know what he would teach me. He's not song based, so. Bit of everything says thanks. Last question, how much music theory should singers know? Also, no, I don't play an instrument. Okay, learn an instrument and learn music theory. But if you're gonna sing, like, you don't need to learn singing. You don't need to learn that stuff. All you need to do is learn how to tune your voice. And my course teaches you how to tune your voice, right? Go online and read my course descriptions. It tells you what, it answers these questions for you slightly. You don't need an instrument, and you don't need to learn about how to what the key is. You don't need to actually know. You just need to be able to copy with your ear, with your voice. Your ear and your voice need to be linked together, and that's what my course teaches you how to do. What I do is I try to teach the absolute minimum that you need. Because the struggle that I had when I was learning was that a lot of the stuff I was learning, there was all this unnecessary stuff that I had to get through to get to the point of how to sing something. So I've taken that out. I've taken that out in my courses, and I've made it the simplest possible thing to learn. Like what you need to learn, I've kept it at that, what you need. But I would tell you to learn an instrument because it's brought me a lot of joy learning guitar. It's a special feeling when you can play chords with your voice. It feels really beautiful. I recommend you learn it anyway, because it makes you a better musician, helps you understand things more. It's just more fun. It's just more fun. And yeah, you learn some music theory, especially if you're going to songwrite. You should learn more music theory. But if you're not songwriting, you don't need to learn it. I can teach you Spanish songs, says Matthias. Okay, I might take you up on that. Bro. Can you email me? So I got your email, rashedh@hotmail.com, or check my website, rnbsinginglessons.com, and my email's there, my contact's there. Email me and I might take you up on that. Okay, or maybe I'll give you some singing and you can trade me and you give me Spanish lessons. Help me sound more Spanish. More Spanisho. Sorry, that was bad. The vibratos make it sound like English anyway. Haha, Burke says. What do you mean, Spanish? Yeah, maybe. Alright, Matthias says, Seth? Nah, exactly. No. Your Spanish level is really good compared to most. Thanks, man. But, you know, I didn't figure that out by myself. I actually had a Colombian girl that I used to work with. We used to have some free time at work, and she taught me, like, that verse that I sang, the La Bomba by Ricky Martin. She taught me that. So that's why it was probably okay. It's probably not horrible, because I remember her teaching me. Is Rihanna a good singer to you? Yes, she can do vibrato, pitch accuracy. Sometimes she's off on stage, but I've seen other things where she's perfect on stage. So she can do it. Her runs are really nice. Her range is nice. She's good. She's great. I listen to Rihanna a lot. Me and my sister love Rihanna. Like her older stuff. I don't know about her current stuff. Yeah. Price says, what do you think about Eric Arsenal? Eric. I don't know. Like, he's a good singer. He sounds good, like when he sings. But I don't like his teaching method. Yeah. I looked at his courses and stuff, and I don't like that, all that stuff that he goes into about the registers and the way that they teach everything, and all of his online videos, all the ones with like 1 million views and hundreds of thousands of views. it's useless to me. Like, practicing that stuff is to me a waste of time. Doesn't need to be done. It can all be done song based and be much more effective song based. You don't need a professional warm-up. His most popular video, I think it is. His singing's good. Sometimes he sounds like off pitch when he sings in his originals, but yeah, other than that, his voice sounds very well developed. Like, he's got a better head voice / falsetto than me, I think, and his runs are really nice. Yeah, as a singer he's good. As a teacher, I don't like his method because I don't see the value in teaching with the, you guys know, like scales, arpeggios, focusing on like the technical stuff instead of the actual skills like vibrato, pitch, songs, etc. Chris says, I see your riff package courses. How helpful is learning certain 5-note scales to mix, match, create? No. 5-note scales is a waste of time for learning runs. It helps you go up and down that exact scale. But what's the point of that? Runs don't just do that. Runs are very mixed in their melodies. You're never going to learn that by doing the scale, by doing a 5-note scale. So get my riff courses, because they're actually, I don't like calling it riffs. To me, riffs is guitar. But get my runs courses, because those runs are from real songs that my brothers made, and they're all very common R&B runs. That's it. That's all you need. You need to copy real runs. All these teachers that teach you the pentatonic and the major scale, and oh, runs is easy, just practice this up and down. Oh my god, what a waste of time, and how boring. Why would you practice that when you could practice the real runs in songs, real common runs? Why would you practice up and down scales? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Lazy teachers, man, they're just lazy. Teach you a real run. Teach you a real run. God, they're lazy, or they don't know. They just don't know. They just taught their way, and then they just teach it when they grow up, when they get better. That's it. Matthias says, first time in online singing terms that I've heard of bravado, at least with that name. What is it? I've never heard of bravado. You're gonna have to tell me what that is. David says, do you think doing squats will help your singing voice? No. Ah, jokes. Okay. Have you heard of Avery Wilson, Rashid? Yes, of course I've heard of Avery Wilson. Thanks for telling me though, in case I hadn't. He's the man. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again. That's my horrible attempt at his incredible, one of his incredible runs. Look up my Watch Me Practice videos, and I have one where I'm trying to learn that run. He's very amazing at runs. Have you checked out the guy Trevor Jackson? A bit underrated, right? Yeah, one of my friends showed me his song, Rock With Me. Oh baby, tell me, will you rock with me? He showed me that song. Sounds great. I like his voice. Do you warm up before practice? Alvin says. My warm-up is incorporated in my practice by going lower in pitch or lower in volume or slower. So my practice incorporates, it takes into account going low to high or slow to fast or low volume to high volume, and that is, it's a warm-up in itself. So my skill exercises that I make, they are a warm-up sort of thing, if you know what I mean. They're like a warm-up slash, they're like it starts kind of like a warming up, becomes into like easier, sort of comes into like the easier parts of my range, and it gradually gets more difficult in the parts of my skill set, like whether it's runs or range or falsetto or whatever it is, or volume. It like gradually gets harder. That's how all of my song-based training is designed. So check out my course and you'll see exactly how I do my training, and it's all train along, so you sing along my course, so you get to feel what it feels like when you do my course, or come do a lesson and I'll show you what it's like. So no, my warm-up is incorporated in my practice. Cool. Matthias says he'll email me. Great. The Wood says, can you tell me how to roll my R's? I'm Lebanese, so I grew up being taught that, I guess, as a baby. My mom used to get because she did it to my younger siblings. when they're like a baby. So I learnt it very young. So it's like a tongue, and it like vibrates really fast. It's the best I know. It's like behind these teeth. That's all I can say probably. Cody says, I'm going to get a lesson with you. Only problem is it's 1:13 a.m. here, total opposites. Yeah, but we wouldn't have to do a lesson now. I'll send you you send me an email, Cody, and I'll send you my times, and my times vary over the course of the day. So there should be one that fits your times, okay? Oh, I gotta go back to work, guys. I'm really loving the questions. Let me just have a quick look through. David says, the most applicable thing about scales is knowing where notes are in the octaves you're using. It helps to know what your intervals are and their related instruments. But for practice, no. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to know what they are. You just need to be able to copy a sound. You need to hear it and then copy it. And then you need that for one note, and then you need to be able to hear multiple notes combined and then copy that. That's it. Price says, there's this Tyshawn Knight guy. He's really good with riffs. I believe he has a course. If you've seen his... Yeah, I saw his channel teaching a run, and he tries really well. I liked him because he's actually making up a real run and teaching it to you. That was great. I like that. He didn't teach it that well. You need to slow it down more than that. But other than that, it was good. I haven't seen his course though. I'll look it up. Can you email it to me, man? Please? Because I like looking at other teachers' programs too. Because I don't want to make stuff that's already out there, you know. I want to make stuff that's like a unique way of teaching. Rodrigo says, Matthias, are you sure you didn't mean vibrato? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Justin and Chris have vibrato. It's a vibrato, not bravado. Vibrato is holding a note, like that. My life is a movie, and watching. That's vibrato, when you hold a note like that. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you. When you hold a note like that. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Nate. Nate, bro, you got it right, man. About the teaching, you just said it. Does a complicated run and then says it's easy to do this. He just, yeah, he's good. He's trying. I like him because he's trying, and he's being creative. He's so natural that he hasn't been through what I had to go through by teaching. I taught hundreds of people, and I wasn't natural, so I had to learn a lot more steps than maybe he's learned. But I think if he saw my way, he'd be like totally on board. So that's why I think he'd be great. But it'd probably be annoying for him unless he had a passion for teaching, because naturals get annoyed with teaching beginners. I think they tend to be impatient. I'm in Sydney for Epic Photo Booths in Perth, says that. What's the coldest weather you have experienced, says the Woods? 10, I think. It gets to like 10 or 5-ish the most. Yeah. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for the questions. It's been great. 2 days in a row live Q&A. I really enjoyed it. I was a bit conscious, you know, just a little heads up, like I get conscious too. I thought, oh, I'm gonna do a Q&A and no one's gonna like watch and whatever, and no one's gonna care or ask questions, but you guys surprised me. Thanks a lot for your participation, and thanks for your encouragement. Check out my online courses, read the descriptions, buy the courses, do the lessons. Send me thank yous on my comments. If you like videos, like them. I got 8 likes on this. Thank you very much. I love it. And yeah, hope I can keep helping you guys. That's what I want to do. Help you guys learn how to sing, because it's my passion, and I know how fun it is when you learn and you're better. It's so much more fun. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.